What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about financial goals for this year, 2019. I wrote down a few things in my journal just in case I wouldn't forget. If you're not interested in these finance videos or our journey to financial independence, feel free to click away. That's totally fine. But I feel like this is just for us to track. I don't know, maybe. I watched one of my past videos on when we first discovered financial independence all the way in April, and the sun is really bright right now. I'm just gonna move this back. All the way in April, and we've been doing all those things still, so we're still on track to get our goals. This year is just a strange year where I'm jobless still and working on all those things to get a job. Anyways, let's talk about some of these goals. First, let's talk about Jake's financial goals. As you all know, Jake is my fiance. And this year we're sort of transitioning from like two people living together to being a married couple sometime near the end of this year. Anyways, his goals are to pay off his student loans completely. There's $5,000 left, but he's been working very hard the past year and this year to pay off all of his student loans so that when we get married we're entirely debt free. So we're starting at zero or positive. This year he's going to max his Roth IRA. And in 2019 that's actually gone up to $6,000 per person. So that would be 5,000 student loans and then 6,000 Roth. That's $11,000 that's going into those things. And he recently obtained a promotion at work, but hopefully by the end of the year he'll get another one. And last but not least, of course, he's going to match his employer 401k. As for myself, my goals are to pass my MBCAT, which I will find out tomorrow in the morning. Too bad I'll be busy with class, so I can't celebrate right away. To obtain Washington licensure, which is going to happen very soon, and obtain a job with decent pay. Now, decent pay, I think, for me as a new grad, coming right out of school, moving to a different state with not a lot of connections, I would say of like 65,000. I would take a job that offered 65,000, and hopefully include like continuing education funding, or I don't know, like good benefits, good vacation, things like that. I'm not really hoping to make too much money. However, I do want to get a job in the school system so that I can take advantage of the 403B and the 457. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But essentially it's two retirement accounts that are separate from each other. After that job, I'm hoping to max out my Roth IRA. This year, I do not expect to max out my 401k due to the fact that I'm getting a late start in the year and we're paying for things like our wedding and our honeymoon. And last but not least is to make $100 per month on any kind of side hustle, whether that be flipping goods, streaming on Twitch, or walking dogs on Rover, or any other kind of side hustle thing, selling meat, whatever, is to make at least $100 a month, and then from there just scale up as I see fit. So the main goal of 2019 is for us to sort of figure out our base monthly expenses. Like January was an out of this proportions expenses kind of month, but I think February this month we've really stabilized, and it has been a short month, so that affects like groceries and stuff. But overall, it's like 3 days. It's nothing. But big expenses this year are our wedding. We're trying to make it cheap, trying to call it, like, instead of a full-blown wedding with a ceremony where we're walking down the aisle, we're thinking of doing like a courthouse wedding with just the two of us and two witnesses, by ourselves. And then once we get married, we'll invite everybody into our wedding bash. It's basically a big party with food, drinks, music, dancing, things like that, to really lower the cost of the wedding. And then there's our honeymoon, which we plan on taking a cruise to the Caribbean sometime this fall. And in the fall, the prices are a little bit lower, but the weather's pretty mild there, so we're hoping to book that soon, I hope. And then after we get married, we want to start looking at houses and to start finding like a permanent residence where we can get our own dog and build our own home gym, because those things are really important to us. The sun is just really hitting me. Anyways, I use an app called Money Keeper to keep track of our expenses, and I also keep old receipts as well, until like whenever the bag gets full, then I'll recycle them all. But anyways, those are the financial goals of 2019. I hope to watch this video in 2020 and be like, oh yeah, we hit all of our goals. But we'll see how it goes, because it's really slow. Or at least I feel like it's really slow because I'm not getting anywhere just yet. But tomorrow I will find out my test date, and then maybe seriously look for a job once I find out that I don't need to study again for a test that I don't want to take again. Anyways, if you have any questions or any comments about your own financial journey, I'd love to hear all about it. Post that question down below. Maybe hit up the like button if you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time with that updated score release. Anyways, see ya. Bye.